What's going on, everybody? It's your boy JP back again with another video. And today I have the Asus or Asus, however you want to say it, ROG Phone 9. Now this is the non-Pro variant. I know a lot of people are showcasing the Pro, but I have seen a couple of the non-Pro. So this isn't, it's not like I'm the only one, doing it. And of course, these are just overviews, not reviews, just the out of the box state, if you will. I feel like I gotta say that sometimes because people a lot of times expect a lot more out of my videos, but these are just quick overviews. That it's not an unboxing because it just shows you the state of it right out of the box. So it skips the unboxing, but it's not a review or anything like that, just an overview. Going right along with it here. Give me just a moment. I wasn't quite ready here like I thought I was. Get a good look of the box right there, if y'all will, there in the meantime, while I get myself together. All right, y'all. All right. So, let's see here. First things first, you have a 6.78 inch, basically 6.8 inch AMOLED display, 1080, and it is capable of 165 hertz refresh, and while gaming, it can actually do 185 hertz, which is a first, and that is awesome, and it really works really well too. Of course, it's not an under-display camera like your Red Magic gaming phone, so it's not a completely immersive or uninterrupted screen. Asus also doesn't leave the borders anymore like they did 2 generations ago for the front-facing camera, so it is a punch hole in the screen. They make their phones now to where they look like, every other, modern phone, which isn't a bad thing. It's less gamer-ish, if you will. It gets rid of some of that gamer aesthetic, so you don't, I guess, completely look like a nerd. But it still has gaming aesthetics to it, not just internally, but physically. But very subtle. This is the Phantom Black color. And let's see here. It does have a 5,800 milliamp battery, 65 watt wired fast charging. And the non-Pro is also capable of 15 watt wireless charging, QI, and 10 watt reverse. But the reverse, I think, is only for wired. Well, yeah. Well, not I think. Sorry, I almost said I think, but yeah, of course. Yeah, it's 10 watt reverse. You can't lay anything on the back of it like you can some of your Samsung phones to charge something wirelessly. It doesn't act as a wireless charger itself. It has reverse charging 10 watt connected through USB Type-C to another phone or another device. Doesn't have to be a phone. But nonetheless, and that charging brick is included in the box right there, as you can see, too, and a black braided cable, which is really nice. There's your case. A decent case. It's not bad, honestly. It does get the job done. It says ROG on it there. Let's see. It does have a in-display fingerprint sensor. The optical kind. It's not ultrasonic, but it works very fast. Very fast facial recognition as well. This does have the Snapdragon 8 Elite chipset with the Adreno the Adreno 830, dual nano SIM, no expandable memory. You can get it in 256 gigs of internal UFS 4.0 storage and 12 gigs of DDR5X RAM, or 512 gigabytes of storage and 16 gigs of RAM. The Pro, I think, goes up higher than that. Let's see here. It does have video out of the Type-C. It has 2 Type-C ports, which I'll do a 360 of the phone here momentarily. It does have, back to the display, it is an LTPO AMOLED. Again, up to 185 hertz refresh rate, 2500 nits peak brightness, 1600 HBM, which is just what you'll generally see. HDR10, always on display, Gorilla Glass Victus 2. Let's see here. Well, I got the, it does have stereo speakers. Of course, you would expect that from a gaming phone. Let's see. As far as the front-facing camera, while it is, since it is facing us here, it is a 32 megapixel wide with a f2.5 aperture. The the rear ones are actually very good on this phone here. There's the anime display. It's much bigger and it has more features on the Pro model. If you're wondering what the biggest difference is, and it's probably not even coming off in camera because it's so bright. I don't know if I can change the brightness of this here because it's kind of dim here anyways. I hate that made it worse. But trying to change the brightness of the camera I'm shooting with, y'all. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't criticize me. Like I said, my videos are just overviews. They're not reviews or unboxings or anything. Just showing you what it's like right out of the box. Nothing difficult. And I'm trying to keep these as short as possible now. So be easy on me. Again, this is just a hobby. This is not my full-time job. I realize there's far better videos out, and I do suggest that you watch those. But moving right along, as far as the rear cameras, these are actually really good for a gaming phone. They definitely far exceed what you'll get out of the Red Magic 10 Pro. Now I'm not saying it justifies the price tag though, because it's $1,000. Red Magic 10 Pro base model is $650. Big difference. I mean, I don't know. You know, if the differences of this phone outweigh what you like on the Red Magic 10 Pro, then it's, you know, obviously worth it to you. But that's also a big price difference. Something to think about there. By the way, this is Android 15. You do get up to 2 major upgrades for the Android operating system. I know I didn't mention that there. As far as the cameras, you have a 50 megapixel main wide camera with an f1.9 aperture in it, and it's gimbal. It's gimbal OIS, which is really cool. It also has a 13 megapixel ultra wide, 120 degrees with an aperture f2.0 or 2.2. I'm sorry, y'all. And then a useless 5 megapixel macro camera. You do get you can shoot 8K in 30 frames per sec, 4K with 60 and even 120 frames per sec, 1080 up to 240 frames per sec, etc. HDR10 Plus, EIS, Gyro, or I'm sorry, Gyro EIS. I'm sorry, y'all. That's that's pretty much it. This did recently launch in the recently launch in the US. I think like last week or the week before. Finally, it did make its arrival here. It was released last year, not just in China back in November, but December in other global markets. So the U.S. was the last to get it. But yeah, in a nutshell, this is the ROG Phone 9. And the benchmarks, by the way, are pretty accurate for this phone. It nails the benchmarks. That's really all I can say. It's a gaming beast, and that anime screen on the other side is really nice. It's even nicer on the Pro. And and y'all, I misquoted too. I said that this was the Phantom Black. I obviously have no clue what I'm talking about there. That is one of the available colors, of course. This is obviously the white one. And it does have a specific name, not just white. It's Storm White. I'm sorry, y'all. I said Phantom Black earlier. I don't know what the heck I was thinking. But nonetheless, I hope y'all enjoyed this quick overview of the ROG Phone 9 Snapdragon 8 Elite processor. And Adreno 830 again. Gaming powerhouse. Yeah, especially if you're using WinLayer. This thing is... and this thing is no slouch whatsoever. Anyways, y'all, again... for the third time, I think. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Peace out. See you on the next video.